Hey y'all, how you perking? I hope you're perking good. So, November 2020 predictions video. This has been much anticipated by a lot of people. Just had to try to find time to be able to film it. As I am filming today, it is Halloween, hence why I'm wearing my orange and black, trying to get myself all up into it. And I guess you'd have to check out my Twitter, which is in the description box below, if you want to see the Halloween, I guess, costume. I only did my face, my Halloween look that I did last night. Don't think I can put it on YouTube because they don't take too kindly to like gory looking stuff. So there's that. But all right, y'all, November predictions. That's what we were gonna get into today. Let me see. We're ready. We are ready. So, before we get into it, as always, I am a licensed mental health clinician as well as a spiritual intuitive. And in these videos, we do take a look at the tea with the tarot. And these are always meant to be helpful, not hateful. So if you're down with that, join the family here. We would love to have you. And I have two things to say, two things to announce. Number one, the website is up. The website is up. Woohoo! So finally, I've been working on it by myself. So forgive the fact that it may not be like some Fortune 500 beautiful, wonderful company's website, but I'm proud of it. I think it's pretty cool. So www.BeasTalksAndTarot.com. www.BeasTalksAndTarot.com is my website. It is also linked in the description box below. And so for any of you that were wondering lots of different things, all of the information that you're probably wondering is there. It's a work in progress. I also want to let people know that for everybody who has been asking about the Reiki energy healing services that I can do from a distance, those are now up under the services tab on my website as well. So for anybody who's looking to book one of those sessions, go check it out, read up on it, see what it is, see what it does, see what it doesn't do, all of that good stuff. So, woohoo! We got that. We got that. All right. So, last but not least, there's a puppy in here with us. Little Scoot. Bless his little heart. Down here, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, or make sure you're still subscribed if you think you are. That's what the notification bell should look like if you want to get notified of things, but check anyway, because sometimes they don't notify you. And that's the join button if you want to be a part of the Perk Squad, 4 or 5 extra perks. So let's go ahead, pull up the cards here, and move this microphone right here. Yes. And as I get shuffled up here for November predictions, I want to give a shout out, because that's one of the perks of the Perk Squad, is some shout outs. So, shout out to, drumroll, Christy Cola and your grandma. So, shout out to Christy Cola and her grandma. Want grandma to get some love too. I want both of y'all to feel the love. So shout out to both of y'all. Thank y'all for everything that y'all have done and for being here and being wonderful people. Alrighty. One more shuffle and I think that'll do us. And as you see right here, all alleged. This is all alleged, y'all. All of this is all alleged. So, spirit guides, what do we need to know about November? Already got one card that literally just fell out. I guess we'll put it here. Well, okay. Oh. Okay. I think it's already talking about the election again. Yeah, I think we're already talking about the election again. So before I even dig into what this means about the election, if you didn't know, I've already done several videos that talk about the election. So you can look them up on my channel. I have one video that's kind of the initial election video. We predicted RBG's passing on that, which is not always the most exciting thing for me. That, but it's there. Then there was the second one, an update video, and then just a couple of days ago, the blue moon, full moon video with me and my twin sister. Again, it went into election stuff. So that's 3 different videos already covering election stuff, and here it comes up again. I even told my guides before this, if there were things that we needed to talk about other than the election, bring them up. But if we did need to talk about the election again, then I guess bring that up too. And so here it is. I suppose we need to talk about it. So what I'm seeing here, this card is about waiting. This card is about putting some distance and walking away. This card is about trying to make a decision. This right here is talking about the election results if you live here in the United States. I've said it before and I'll say it again. This is like the results, the final results not coming anytime soon. So I know before people realized that, because people are now speculating that you may not have the results on election day, November the 3rd, but people didn't know that a while back when I said it looks like there was going to be delays. And then now that people know that, they're like, well, just stay tuned. We may not know for a day or two. These cards, this feels longer than that, y'all. This feels much longer than just waiting a day or two to find the final results. And moreover, in the past, in my other videos, like I said, it looked like we might know a winner, and then things happen and weird changes of events happen and something turns, and then it's like, oh wait, no, this person might be the winner actually. And so it's just weird. So for all those people that kept saying, well, who's the winner? Who's the winner? The cards are just giving me this weird flip-floppy bullshit. And so I'm reading the weird flip-floppy. That's what I see. That's who the winner is. Flip-flop. Lord. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing here. Without even adding any extra context, I can already tell you that that's what that's saying. Over here, same with it. This is talking about being overwhelmed, really, and not being able to have actual results. Like, this to me looks like either something gets lost, something has to be recounted, something gets tampered with, something screws up some kind of a way where things aren't clear, or people don't really feel like they know, or just I see weird shifty stuff going on around this, like different than normal. Every election people have mumblings about shifty stuff going on, but I mean, like, no, seriously. So, just gotta say. Now, this card, interesting, came up at the very tail end of this, and I want some extra context on this card. So let's go look into that. Oh, this one fell out. A wand. 2 more wands. Oh, man. King of Cups. Oh. Okay. So if we're talking politics, King of Cups is probably talking about, and I don't know what names I'm allowed to say on here and not what I'm not anymore after all the crap that went on with my recent video. But remember, in terms of the presidential election, this card is probably standing for Biden because he's a Scorpio. So we have the Ace of Wands here upright. Then we have the 2 of Wands, so an ace and a 2. Then we have him here in the upright position. So let's see where this is taking us about Biden. Let's see. Okay, well, this one's going to fall out. Was this upright or reverse? Okay, came out reverse. Okay. Okay. Where are we going with that? Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Okay. I'm just saying what I'm seeing here, and this is all alleged. I'm just saying what I'm seeing, okay? And we're going off of if that's Biden, but it could be somebody else. It could be somebody else, but it might be Biden because it's a King of Cups. So Ace of Wands and Two of Wands, both being trying to start something new, trying to move forward in career, trying to, make this next step, coming up with all these types of plans, all these types of angles to make things work. Here we go. Again, I think that this is Biden, but there's a chance it could be referring to some other male. There is a chance, so I will just say that for, a disclaimer. But then here we get the Three of Pentacles in reverse and the Seven of Wands in reverse. Then the Devil card in reverse. Y'all, with this, the Three of Pentacles in reverse, that means either there's something messed up with his team of people, like either with the people that he works with or anybody that's on, like his side, I guess, like someone in the Democratic Party or things like that. Could even be someone in his inner circle. Something not good, going wrong, bad about that team. Something, this doesn't look good here. This doesn't look good. And when we get this Seven of Wands in reverse, this is kind of an energy of feeling like someone has to give up some kind of way. I don't know why someone would have to give up, but we get the Devil card in reverse, which is like trying to separate from some sort of a bad situation or separate from something that's negative, something that's harmful to like mental health even, or emotional states, or could be an issue with health in general. It's possible that something in November, I'm seeing someone that might have to kind of give up a bit. Like, that's what that card goes to, like giving up a bit. I don't know if this means that something happens that's pretty detrimental to either Biden or the Democratic side. I don't know if this means that somebody gets somebody around this bad group of people and around whoever this guy is, whether it's Biden or someone else, this guy and this bad group of people, that somebody either feels like they have to give up, they have to walk away, they've been outed some kind of way, maybe even some internal mutiny against this person some type of way, like, oh, this is a bad look, you got to step aside or something like this. This is looking like it's something that could really knock somebody off their high horse. This could really knock somebody off their horse, take the wind out of their sails, and probably be pretty embarrassing or problematic or, etc., etc. This is not a good look here. Oof. Okay, one at a time. King of Swords in reverse. Seven of Swords. Oh dear. King of Swords in reverse. Remember that we have talked about the King of Swords as being either Trump or Pence, because both of them being these air signs. And the Seven of Swords upright, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This to me, this kind of gives off the look like one of them, and I've said this was in my one of my predictions videos before about the election, that it seems like at first one of the two parties is actually quite strong, and then the other party gets a little bit stronger, which is odd because you think, hey, election day is coming up in just, let's see if today's the 31st, in just 3 days. And so theoretically we're supposed to vote in 3 days, and in 3 days we're supposed to know. We're not supposed to have any kind of weird flip-floppy stuff. But I feel like there's something weird around it. I don't know what would give off that flip-floppy energy, or what would give off one party doing okay and then another party starting to do better. I don't know what would give that off, but that's what I'm seeing here. And so at first it shows Biden, if that is Biden, in more of an upright position, and this is showing Trump or Pence with that Republican Party being in more of a bad position. And the reason why this Seven of Swords, and I'm just saying it, the seven of Swords, this is someone who's sneaky and shifty and doing underhanded things. And this Ten of Pentacles is either losing money or losing respect or something like that. Something that could happen that could cause someone to lose money or respect. And so whatever goes on here in November, I'm seeing there being a weird going back and forth between the strength of the two parties, despite the fact that we're supposed to know a hardwired answer in 3 days. And I'm seeing things come out of the woodwork that could be kind of like exposés that could look pretty damning for one entity or the other, or even both. Like things coming out that could make people be like, whoa, that changes things here. Whoa, what is that? Like, that's what this whole pile is looking like to me. I don't understand. Yeah, because here's another card about kind of waiting, feeling like, we're trying to reap what we have planted, harvest what we have planted, but we feel like we can't, feel like there's some kind of a dead end or a stop, trying to figure it out and stay strong about it, but people starting to get reckless, like, that's not good. Nobody needs reckless energy. We already feel like, things are up here enough as it is without having some form of recklessness involved. We don't need that. But here we go, and we have it. Yeah, there's some kind of an imbalance that's going to happen in terms of the election and how it seems to be basically a two-party system here. Even if there are other people that are supposed to be able to have a chance to win, it doesn't really happen that way. And there's some sort of a weird balance that's going to take place where people feel like this isn't worth it anymore. This isn't how things should be done anymore. I'm tired of how this goes. I'm tired of this system of how we're supposed to vote and who is supposed to win and how is this supposed to go down. I see a lot of people like, the straw that breaks the camel's back per se. I see a lot of people being like, that's it. I'm so over this. I'm so done with this. This isn't how things should be. And what is this? And what's the point anymore? Like, I see a lot of disillusioned people getting a lot more invested and a lot more irritated and disappointed by this process and this BS that's going to happen in this pile, this back and forth weird expose BS that's going to happen in this pile. So this is very contentious already, and we're only 18 minutes, already 18 minutes in. This is going to be a long one, y'all. This is going to be a long one. I've told y'all for a while that I felt like November, like I've just intuitively been feeling like November is going to be the biggest month of 2020. Like you thought March was the biggest month of 2020 because it's the biggest one we've experienced so far for a lot of people. And then some other people thought July was the biggest month of 2020 because it was the biggest one that they had experienced so far for their personal lives. I have been feeling like November was going to be the biggest month of this year. And so this may take a while, y'all, but this is madness. Okay. I see some other guy, could be a female, that just has a very forward-moving, ambitious energy, but it's kind of coming off as a male right here, as somebody feeling like, ooh, I'm going to get what I want, and I'm going to show these receipts. And it's like, I'm telling you, how much do I keep having to say some weird kind of exposing energy? Like, there's not supposed to be exposings. We usually have all the exposings that happen already before people vote, and then once people vote, it's like, okay, here's the decision, and that's that. We're not supposed to keep having that stuff go on, but I see some weird exposy type of energy here. complete with actual receipts. Like, so not just people, slinging shit at each other. Like, I'm talking people having some sort of factual something to show, to go off on, that's not going to look good. Yeah. It's all about timing. It's all about timing. Yep. Oh man. This is not having a proper exchange. Why would there be an improper exchange of something? Because something's being hidden. See? There's something being hidden here that is at least so far, threatening to be exposed. So now what I will say is this. It is possible that whatever is going on in this pile is something that the seeds are planted in November, but we don't get to see the fruits of it actually bloom until after November. There is possibility that there could be a delay in what this happens, but whatever this is, it starts in November. So we might see it in November, we might see it a little bit later, but it dang sure starts in November. I'm trying not to cuss, and here I am. I think I already have several times anyway, Whatever. See? Because this is hidden secrets, hidden agendas. This is lies. There's something being suppressed here, something going on here that people are hiding, but there's going to be a threat of exposure happening soon, most likely in 2020, could even be in November, but most likely in 2020, and there's some kind of an exposure of lies. So things that we were lied to about, things that were either lies outright or lies by omission, those truths are going to be seeded into coming out. And I'm telling you, there's some kind of exposed energy or somebody going to get embarrassed by this crap. Yeah, this is like, boom, mental clarity. My mind is open. Whoa, what is that? There we go again with the secrets exposed. What is that? Like, and that is someone who is very unhappy about these secrets getting exposed. This is someone that has an emotional hissy about the secrets getting exposed. Whether they show it publicly or not, they're going to have an emotional hissy about these secrets getting exposed. Y'all, I don't know what all's going on in this pile, but I'm telling you, it is something. It is something. Let me reshuffle all these back up. We'll keep pulling more. I told y'all it's going to be a long one today, and that's just what it's going to be. It's just going to be a long one, huh? Alright. Let's keep shuffling. So, Spirit Guides. What else can we expect in the month of November? What else can we expect in the month of November? Let's see, what else? Oh hell, here we go with these cards. Wow. Major Arcana, Major Arcana, Major Arcana, Major Arcana. 4 in a row. Good God almighty. Oh man, this is intense. Okay, let me go ahead, get a little bit extra context up on all of these cards. Literally all of them. Oh man. Okay, y'all, November, like, I'm saying it again, I think this is the biggest month of the year for us. I really do. For us here in the States, at least. I guess I can't speak for everybody, but I see this. This is huge. This is huge. Once again, somebody, at least one person, probably more people are going to get their feet held to the fire and be held accountable for some of the things that it shows that they have been doing. There are things, this goes kind of in line with what we were just talking about. This damn sure does. Here's the Tower card upright. This is major changes, major transformation, big drama happening about getting our blindfolds ripped off and seeing things for what they actually are. Things are not what they seem, and we're about to find out that things were not actually what they seemed. So something is going to seem one way, and it's not going to be that. It's going to be different than that. Here we go with this Wheel of Fortune card in reverse, saying that there are things that are fated to happen that aren't particularly, feel good things per se. Here are the communications, the receipts, all of that. It's, ooh. Let me get another one on this too, because I'm starting to get an inclination here. Yeah. About the decision that was made. What I hope this isn't that they're like, ta-da, this person won, and then later we find out something went wrong and it was intentional, and it gets exposed and uncovered, and people get embarrassed to find out that wasn't really what was supposed to happen about the actual results or something. Like, I hope that's not what I'm seeing here. I hope we can have more faith in this country than that. Good gosh, I hope not. Yeah, I mean, look, here we go. Biting the hand that feeds, having greed and control, ending a cycle that is bigger. This is the World card. This is bigger than the U.S. Ending a cycle that's bigger than just with the U.S. This is going to include, so this is going to impact other countries, other people. Not just us here, about the truth. Truths are going to come out that impact people from all around the world. So this is transcending more than just the U.S. election, whatever this is. It's going to make people freaking out. How do we handle this? Here we go again. Here's this Devil card, and this time it's upright. This time it's upright. Wow. Oh, bad crap has the potential to get exposed. This Devil card, this bad stuff that's been going on, that's bigger than just the U.S., that's going to get exposed. The thing is here, the Page of Cups could mean that this big bad stuff that could be brought more into our focus. It could be that this impacts youth, young people. It could be also that this is going to be bad enough that it requires some sort of apologies from big names, folks out there. The Lovers card in reverse. It's a Gemini card and a Three of Swords. But also, I mean, it's a Gemini card, so it could stand for some of the stuff that's going on, like, around our Trump and Pence folks. But it could also mean that this has something to do with a partnership that's, irrespective of them, that's two people, whether it's a man and a woman, whether it's two women, whether it's two men, the two people, some sort of a partnership or a collaboration that, again, gets shown for the bad things that they've done in the past, and things come out. So this could be related to something that's outside of the political sphere. This could be related to something else. That's pretty intense. whatever that is, that's going to affect more than just the United States. That's going to affect way more than just that. They're certainly not getting what they want, but we're getting some new information here, some new evidence here about this group of people that have been doing bad things and making bad plans. And it looks like there are things that are going to start trickling to the surface about that. It's also possible here that some of the things that come out can affect some of the processes that we have. So by that, that's kind of like saying, how do I say this? The best way of putting this is like, have your ducks in a row. Have your ducks in a row. So, if there's any loose ends that need to be tied, tie them. If there's anything you need to get done with your finances, shore up your finances. If there's anything that you feel led to do, by way of making sure that your family is happy, healthy, safe, and, whatever, do those things to make sure that you're putting in that extra work to caretake, because it looks like things going on in the world is going to make us feel like, wow, we rely on y'all, and this is how y'all are and who y'all are and what you're about. Like, what the hell? Let me, take some of this on and do for my own and worry about myself, because what is this? Like, that kind of, again, that word disillusionment keeps coming to my mind. Around this. No, with this Star card in reverse, Ace of Cups on top of it, upright, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Five of Swords, upright, Strength card in reverse. Y'all, this is a lot. Nine of Wands in reverse. What we're looking at here, again, there's something that's going to go on starting with November that is going to be bigger than just the U.S. This is something separate from the election. This is something about not being able to move forward in the way that we want, feeling like we have to kind of separate ourselves from some of the things that we used to think and we used to feel and we thought we knew. We're going to have to shift our perspectives about certain things. We're going to have to make some changes to our beliefs and to who we support and how we support them. We're going to feel like we've gotten the wind knocked out of our sails and we're not very resilient. This is gonna be a hard month, is what I see. Now, as I'm saying it's gonna be a hard month, I know it's been a hard year. A lot of good things come from people experiencing adversity and difficult things. So I want to keep that in mind as we're reading this. It does no good for us to spiral out into fear and fear project A, B, C, and D. It does no good, because think about it. When was the last time that you were super afraid or anxious or nervous and that actually helped you to do really well in life? Usually it gets in your way. Usually it clouds your mind a bit or makes you slip up and do silly things you wouldn't have normally done if you had the proper, calm and centeredness about you. So it does no good for us to be, chicken littles in this time. So I say all of this because these monthly readings are requested, you want them, and they can be helpful in terms of a heads up, but please do not use them in order to weaponize them against anybody or against our own perspectives and things like that. Let's try to embrace understanding that a lot of times, ultimately, good things come from bad times. It's always dark before the dawn, that kind of stuff. So I just want to reiterate that. These cards are kind of like, don't play into this. Do not play into this. If at all possible, in whatever ways you can. Here we have the Four of Wands, upright, Eight of Swords, in reverse, Three of Pentacles, yep, Five of Pentacles. So this is actually exactly what we were just talking about. Here, oh, look at that. What do you know? A psychic starts talking about some crap before it even came up, whatever. But yeah, this is talking about us and our home and families. This is talking about us trying to get out of a victim type mentality, trying to get out of that type of a mentality, trying to create some sort of friendships, connections, bonds, communities, things of that nature, and this is a card about asking for help if you need help, reaching out when you need to reach out, talking to people when you need to talk to people. So here in November, it's saying that this is going to be a time that we really need to rely on our connections with people, our relationships with people, rely on our ability to get our needs met via asking for help and allowing ourselves to do that, and to get out of this mindset, again, that victim type of mindset, in whatever ways you can. Find the ways that you can think of, how am I still in control of certain things in my life? How can I feel like I am still the driver's seat in my life instead of things that are happening to me? How am I still the driver in my life? And think about, what ways do you still feel empowered? What choices do you still have? There's a poem out there, can't even remember what it was, but it was somebody that said you even have a choice even in passing away, that you're able to say, do I fight it or do I go gracefully, kind of thing. Like, so there is still choice in everything, even if it seems like there's not. And this is saying, find those choice points, find that empowerment, find those ways where you can feel empowered and in control, and cling to that and to the relationships that you form out of that. Do not cling to fear and all of those kinds of things that can snowball within us. So that is what that pile is saying. Absolutely what that pile is saying. Now this one, interesting. Six of Swords, Justice card in reverse. I know what this usually refers to, but I just want another card to tell me, validate whether or not this is what it usually refers to, or if this is something different here. Whew. Yeah. Yep. Okay, y'all. Here we go again. This seems to come up a lot here near the end of 2020. Things keep moving around this. Here we go again with the situation that refers to, and I'll see what I'm allowed to say on YouTube here, but refers to traffic, ing, of kids and youth, breaking up families in ways that are detrimental to the families and the youth within them, people trying to separate themselves from having any part of that, and the Justice card in reverse showing things not being fair, things not being legal as it relates to this kind of stuff. So we're going to see more illegalities as it relates to that topic come to the surface. Again, it's hard to say how much of that's going to come out super publicly, because we've seen that sometimes stories like these get pushed down and people have to really search for them instead of, major news outlets being like, newsflash, this happened. So I don't know how public this is or how much we have to search for this on our own. But in November, I do see more happening on the front as it relates to youth and families caught in traffic, wink, wink, about sex, okay? I'm trying to not get this video removed like a recent video got removed. But there's more that's going to come out about those illegalities. And people are going to try even harder to kind of separate themselves from being a part of that discussion or from looking like they had any part in it. So that comes up again to play a role yet again. We have a whole lot going on here, y'all. This is an awful lot. I've already been talking for 40 minutes on just November alone. And obviously, I'm reading what the cards say, and I'm only knowing what the cards are telling me at this time. There may be things that happen that we get blindsided by because we're not meant to hear it right here. There may be some things that I'm not getting told about in the cards right now. We'll see. But what we can see is this is going to be a very big month, a very active month, a very messy month. Like, messy is the word of the month. This flip-flopping energy, this confusion, this not being sure, these exposés, these receipts and communications and proof about things, things coming out to show truth and awareness and shift people's perspectives, things that are game changers. And from what we've seen through this, with things like this Tower card, y'all, this is major drama. If we see that Tower card, like, people might lose their damn minds over this stuff. So if you notice that you are getting sucked into the dramas where you want to fight it out with somebody, whether it's verbally or physically or things like that, please consider how you're doing that could be possibly a part of a problem rather than a part of a solution. There's one thing, it's one thing if people are protesting something, which from what I'm seeing here with all this craziness, it's quite possible there could be people protesting things, and I get that, but if there are violent types of components to this, if you could please try not to be a part of that and suck yourself into that and rise above that, be separate from that, because I assure you, even if it'll feel good in the moment, in the grand scheme of things, I just caution you for that is all I'm saying. And all I'm saying is I just caution you about that. That Tower card there does concern me around that. And the fact that we've gotten so many wands in a lot of this, that's worrisome too, because that can be a type of warring energy, not necessarily saying war as in, formal, not necessarily saying that, but those types of fiery energies, because wands cards are fire signs. So those types of fiery energies where people are warring against each other and things like that, like, in whatever ways we can stay centered, y'all, I'm just saying, and trying to find ways to see the bigger picture in this, and how the hard things that happen this month are overall good that they happen. Because would you rather live in something that seems easy but it's a lie, or would you rather go through something hard because it's uncovering crap, and then later you now get to live in the truth because you're not living in a happy lie, Does that make sense? That's what I'm seeing here. November starts all of that. So a lot of this stuff we're probably going to see actually happen in the month of November, but some of this stuff might be seeded in November and start to inch by inch by inch by inch creep up on us. That Tower card could also additionally be referring to some natural disasters or environmental issues, like you know how we've been having earthquakes and fires and things like that. That could be a component of it too, because look, this is flames and this is shaking the foundation of something. So we could have some of that happen too in November. Alrighty, y'all. We've been going for about 45 minutes. I need to pull all this up. This has been a lot. What are you thinking about it? For anybody that wants to book a private reading with me, again, my website is linked in the description. You can read all about what I offer and book a private reading. And for anybody that wants to join the Perk Squad, all that information is in there too. So, y'all, big month. Big month. Whew. I'm gonna go out and enjoy the rest of my Halloween by probably eating unhealthy foods and watching scary stuff on TV. What are you gonna do? Or what did you do, since this video might be coming up tomorrow if I can't get it uploaded tonight. So just let me know. And I reckon don't be a stranger. Come back and see me, and I will talk at you later. Bye, y'all. Love you, mean it. Love you, mean it. Bye, y'all.